On Friday, in class again, I was randomly chosen to be sent up in front of the class. We were reviewing interviewing styles, and I was the guinea pig. I don't know why. Sometimes this happens to me. And then I was up there. My professor was asking me questions. First she asked kind of boring questions and gave like awkward posture, and it was a turnoff. Then she did it again, in which she interviewed with interest and enthusiasm for the interviewee, and it went better. But I said something along the lines of, I want to write for a magazine or a blog or something. I don't know. You know, spontaneous. This is all about these spontaneous answers that I give. And then she asked, well, what type of stories do you like to read about? And I said, and here, get ready to facepalm. I said entertainment, which is fine, was totally fine, and online culture. What? I was really embarrassed the second that came out of my mouth in culture, because I can't believe that I said something like that out loud. There's something inherently wrong with people who read about online culture, or even would say that they read about online culture. But I feel like for me, that was the tooliest thing that I could have ever said. Online culture. The only online culture blog that I have in my head is Mashable, and I don't read Mashable. It's not like I have a vendetta against Mashable. It's not something that I read about. But the reason I said online culture is because whenever I write columns or whatever, I like to write about habits that people are doing online. And I feel like I get all this stuff from being an active YouTuber and Tumblr and Twitter and a Facebook user. And what other websites are there out there? Daily Boo. Because I have knowledge of these websites and accounts on them, I feel that I have a pretty good grasp on what the trends are at that given time and can pretty much pick them out and call them out. But I'm wondering, where did I get this phrase online culture from? I think the other students in my class are getting a pretty awkward and weird picture of me. But also, I think it's really interesting what people say when they're put on the spot. I'm often not put on the spot, so I'm not used to the answers I'm giving out, and because randomly, recently, I've been put on the spot, and because I've been making more frequent videos, I guess I've been noticing it as well, I don't know, that I'm saying these really weird things that more or less could be very, very true. If you answer something on the spot, wouldn't that mean it's the most honest because you haven't had the time to think about it? I pulled up Mashable.com before I started filming this because I wanted to see if I would be interested in the stories that they posted if I went to it more frequently. And they do post stories that I'm really, really interested. Like right after I film and edit this video, I kind of want to read a lot about what they're talking about. But I had no really big interest in Mashable before now, but I think that it was premature of me to say that I like online culture before I was an avid Mashable or BuzzFeed, or is Reddit even online culture? See, I don't even know all the online culture blogs, if online culture is a real thing and I'm not just making it up in my head. I think it's interesting the things that I'm saying now that I'm awkwardly put on the spot more frequently than I have before. I think I'm gonna figure out a lot about myself if this trend keeps coming up.
Ryan's word of the day.
Hi, today's word of the day is syzygy, S-Y-Z-Y-G-Y, which is cool for reasons other than not having any vowels. Syzygy is the alignment of 3 or more celestial bodies on one straight line in the same gravitational system. For example, the sun, the earth, and the moon. You can apply the concept more loosely to relationships. For example, the 2 parties were in perfect syzygy with each other. They were in agreement, in sync, in harmony. And really, couldn't our world use more of that?